Hey guys, welcome back to Game 2 of Week 3 now of the Dex Build Quick League.
In game number 1, Cody lost to the Black Hurricane.
Yes.
It was a very close game.
Yeah, it looked like he had set up his combo and was able to regain control of the board, but then it
just one he couldn't see me with a cheeky stealth instead of hiding, and it all fell apart.
You can't see him. You can't
you
combo
just
him,
don't know.
right?
One thing that's interesting going into game 2, so we don't know which decks they're going to play, and we don't know which MCs they're going to give each other. But I did talk to Cody before the games,
Okay.
and he told me that he's going to give the Black Hurricane Crystal for this game.
Ooh.
He doesn't think the Black Hurricane will have built all of his decks to be able to level Crystal,
Okay.
and he thinks it's a safe bet to give it to him. Now, if he messes that up, who's to say if he gives him Crystal? One.
Right.
But if he does it and he messes it up, could spell disaster for Cody.
Crystal's...
Cody has already chosen the Black Hurricane's MC. I believe the Black Hurricane does not have his sleeved, and Cody does.
Okay.
So, also Black Hurricane busting out the purple sleeves this game after going the black sleeves game 1. Still a nice contrast between the purple and the white. So
Yeah,
I'm all for it.
Definitely okay with it. I saw a Build-A-Better. Looks like a Lady Loki.
Okay, so some A-Force happening in the Black Hurricane's deck.
Yep. Singularity. Looks like maybe a Ghost Rider. So, I don't know. Looks like some spice in there.
Is that part of the reason why people don't shuffle like that in like tournaments and such? Just because you're like flashing cards to your opponent?
Maybe.
Because I mean, typically in tournaments people go with the side shuffle a lot. Both in this game and other card games.
Thanos? It's good for us right now, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, we did say he built a Pixie Sing deck, so this could be the Pixie Sing deck that the Black Hurricane's running out.
Okay, that would make sense. I saw a Sing in there and a couple A-Force cards, a Thanos.
Looks like the Black Hurricane is deciding which MC he wants to give Cody. Choice between Hulk, Green Goblin, Leviathan Mother, and the Queen. Who do you think he's going to give him?
Leviathan Mother or the Queen are probably like, if you're looking at like leveling up, like those are probably the hardest two to level up, like hitting the right deck, right?
One thing I think would be interesting if you gave him Green Goblin. Looks like he gave him the Queen, and I was right. Cody did give the Crystal for game number 2. Let's see if it'll pay off. I think it would have been interesting if you'd given him Green Goblin going into game 2. You're already up 1 game, and Green Goblin's the one with the least wounds in Cody's stable there. And if you can come out fast out of the gate and just burn him down, then walk away with a 2-0. But
that's true. That's a good point.
And he is playing arguably his strongest MC if he's got the cards to support it.
Right.
The Black Hurricane, that is, not Cody. I would not argue that the Queen is Cody's strongest MC.
I mean, if he has the cards to support it, maybe.
True. But it's
like you hit this mono alien deck and then you're good to go.
Yeah.
But I don't think he really. You said he built a
looks like
Deep Freeze, a Guardians, Defenders,
and an Inhumans Crime
Lord. Doesn't look like swarms in any of
No.
those. But there's not really one of a kind in any of those either. So
that would have been some hot calls if he had built the Leviathan Mother deck and built the Queen deck and just read his opponent. But it doesn't look like that was the case. He just tried to go with solid decks that can win with any MC, which was kind of the point of the format. But I like the mind games. It looks like both players decided to mulligan and getting a little bit more elaborate cutting action from both the Black Hurricane and Cody, trying to make sure that their opponent's decks are thoroughly shuffled, something we had to talk to Walter about last week.
It's a little salty, are we?
No. Not salty at all. I won. There's no reason to be salty.
I mean, that helps with the sting, right? All right, so we're stuck with these 7, so...
Cody lost the first game, so he has the option to go first, and it looks like he has chosen it. Playing a what is that? Is that Training Grounds? I couldn't remember. And it's Chuckles 27. Looks like we do have the Guardians Defenders deck, which could be a very powerful combination.
Yeah. I mean, Charlie's really good against a 5-1 character.
Yeah,
especially against Crystal. Like even if she does get off and like start getting counters, like I'm still swinging for 27.
Yeah.
Getcha.
Charlie's just really good. Period. He's just him and a green kills literally anything.
Alright, we've got a jungle and an easy range attack there.
Yeah.
So
just take the free stuns. But Cody does buy a turn with his for his queen, not taking the stun there. And maybe that he's already ahead in the wound count, and one would assume he's going to wound Crystal going into his turn number 2, and start getting
not like that. You're not
getting a lead in the race.
Doesn't have a green. Doesn't look like.
You could still do it with. Oh no, you couldn't. He has 1 damage off, and so just pass. Maybe I was hoping maybe he had to give him a lift or something.
Right.
Just get him in there.
So what's the team up with this?
Guardians and Defenders. So it looks like we went low drop Guardians and probably mid-range Defenders like Stick and Punisher and other things of that nature.
I would imagine Adam Warlock and stuff is on the high end.
Yeah.
You could have Ghost Rider too.
Possibly.
That's a Defender.
And they're all good. All good guys in this deck.
Yeah.
Also expect to see a Starhawk coming out on turn 4, which we are coming up to.
Pixie.
Pixie without an activation because he's only got the 2 greens, but probably hoping that he can just get it to survive. There is another Mantis to ramp and into a Yondu. Looks like the Black Hurricane's going to regret playing that Pixie there.
Yeah. Yep, that's probably thought that he had the flight, so he probably had a little bit of protection there, but
interesting to me that he didn't make the team attack into Crystal there. I mean, because
he would have to put Yondu up front.
That's fine.
Yeah, he has 2 wounds.
So it's like you either stun back Yondu, who has 2 wounds, you stun back Charlie, who's got 3 wounds, or you stun back Mantis and you get a resource. I don't hate any of those outcomes, and you get a wound on his main character.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Start putting the clock on, right?
Yeah. Again, we're already a wound up, and getting 2 wounds up can really put the pressure on somebody.
Looks like Hurricane was slow rolling the Arcadia.
Yep. Probably had a Singularity in hand, trying to get the hot combo here on turn number 3, but...
Yeah, because Singularity here doesn't really do anything, it just runs into Yondu.
Yeah.
Not really a good reason to do that.
Not great. So, this is going to be Cody's turn 4 with 5 resources, and he's going to play the Stick, put the counters on Queen, and now Cody has got a gigantic board compared to Black Hurricane's Crystal. Black Hurricane's dead Crystal.
Dead.
Does he have something? Does he got a Savage Surprise?
Maybe. Nope. Psych.
Just trying to make him think he's got something.
Making him sweat.
One thing that bothers me about the Black Hurricane is that he puts the wound counter on the MC out on the board and not on the MC over on the side.
Well,
and I can't deal with it.
He seems like the type who loves anarchy.
Yeah, true. He's just trying to cause chaos wherever he can find it. Let's see if he's got a turn 4 play, because he has barely played anything to this point.
He has played a Pixie,
and that is it.
Not even a Pixie with activation, just a Pixie.
There are cards in this deck. There are cards in his hand, so you would assume he'd be able to play some of them. And once again, we're not dropping and killing off the Charlie, who has burned through basically 3 of Black Hurricane's turns.
Yeah. That Charlie did enough.
And looks like Cody's just going to keep playing dudes here. If he's got somebody on 6, or even on 5 for a Punisher, or 6 drop Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones seems good and shuts off Crystal's ability, I believe. She cannot level.
Yeah, so even if... That's pretty smart. So you knew you were going to give him Crystal, so play the deck that has
the Jessica Jones in it.
Although,
to be fair to both of them, if the Black Hurricane had the resources, there was a chance that he could have gotten there before Cody played that Jessica Jones.
That's true.
And Miss America, we finally see another play coming out of...
USA.
Yeah, but the problem is you're just going to eat it this turn. He's just going to burn through all 3 of her wounds.
I mean, 3 wounds on a support character is not a wound on your main character.
True, but you're already 3 wounds blocked on your main character.
Well, that's why you need the tough.
Well, I would just argue that he should have been playing characters all the way up through this.
I mean, it depends what his hand looks like, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, well, maybe it's a deck building fail.
Maybe. I mean, this doesn't look great, right?
No, yeah. And the Super Sense is to save the Stick from the stun.
And we're going to give Miss America a wound.
Probably an ill-advised attack there. You probably should just sat up front and just take all the stuns.
Right.
And since Cody is playing defenders, there is one card here that really bones that Miss America. And there he is, the Punisher, the Miss America killer himself.
Wow, that feels bad, man.
You know, I don't want to jinx anything here, but it looks like Cody's just going to walk away with this game.
It doesn't look like a game. This looks like a thrashing.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if the Black Hurricane can rip Pixie Singularity into something huge, like a Fing Fang Foom.
Right.
But even if he drops Foom, like you've got enough to just team attack and stun him.
He's practically to the point where he could just start recruiting the things that he was trying to Pixie into. Right?
Yeah.
What we got here? What do you got for 6?
Does he have anything? He's just gonna call it? Just scoop him up?
I'm just done playing.
Just
this
nope.
game. Look at all these blues and greens.
Our third play is a Captain Swaim.
On turn 6.
Turn 6 Captain Swaim. And he's gonna go. I think he's gonna go get Spider Gwen.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Which, I mean, we could have done that on turn 4 earlier when we didn't have a play. And
yeah, we could have. Maybe
it's it feels a bit rough.
Maybe there was a plan there. I don't know.
Okay,
so most of the time when people build
with Spider Gwen, you use it to proc your A Force.
Right. So
plot
maybe
twist, right?
Desperate times now, right?
But I mean, I would argue that turn 4 was desperate times.
Well, to be fair, turn 4, he had 1 wound on him, right?
Yeah, but he also had no characters facing down a pretty threatening board of Cody's. And there's a Savage Surprise, and now we get to say goodbye to that Spider Gwen.
Well, this is just not good.
Nope. Cody is just everything that the Black Hurricane has tried to do this game. Cody's countered it basically without any.
That Jessica Jones should be exhausted.
Should it?
Yeah, it's stunned. It's tough, but it's stunned.
Oh, okay. It doesn't really matter.
I mean.
That's semantics. It would only matter if he played if Black Hurricane dropped a Hellcat or something like that.
Well, I mean, fair, but I'm just saying these are the rules.
Well, Black Hurricane's got 2 wounds left, and one would assume that Cody's getting at least one more going into this turn.
Coming through this turn, yeah.
And there's the Starhawk that we talked about earlier.
It's not turn 4. He's a little late to the party.
It's true. Probably trying to find that 7-drop Ghost Rider to put 1/1/1 counter because Cody's only had 1 character die this turn.
Man.
But he'd still be at 8/8.
I mean,
with 2 wounds.
Here's the thing. You feel kind of bad that you're...
the Yondu ranged attack with even the odds off the top.
And we got a power up.
Power up Captain Swaim to save the Swaim. Depending on what's in Black Hurricane's hand, it'd probably be more useful just keeping it in the hand. What are you saving the 1/1 Captain Swaim for? Especially when it just dies anyway.
You know what this tells me? This is if I'm Cody and I'm in Cody's shoes. This is a read that I'm getting. Someone's playing a Ghost Rider on my next turn.
Okay.
Because
just trying to get the
yeah.
Is the Black Hurricane on 7? I guess he will be.
Yeah. Now,
even with a Ghost Rider though, it's just gonna be tough to just survive.
Another thing we can see is Jungle Hunter. True. Because we've got the space and the jungles in the deck, so maybe
if Black Hurricane's only dropping 1 character, he's gonna lose this game. It's just there's too much on Cody's side of the board.
Oh yeah.
Especially if he drops something without flight, because then just Starhawk can just fly over and kill him, or Jessica Jones can just fly over and kill him.
I didn't say it wasn't going to be easy.
It's also real rough for Black Hurricane. There's the Ghost Rider killing the Punisher.
Yeah. Get the lethal guy off the board. Going into the easy attack.
One thing the Black Hurricane can say for himself. Oh well.
That's a rain. Oh,
that is a Savage Surprise hidden weapons to win the game.
God.
That's amazing.
Don't let Vito see this game. I was like,
man.
Why would you play the Savage? And he's like,
hidden weapons.
Hidden weapons.
Had it the whole time.
He even pointed to it. He's like, range. Nope, I don't care about your range.
Got the hidden weapon.
Charlie's pulling these guns out.
Is that the worst stomp we've seen in all 3 weeks? Like, even the stomps we've seen...
I don't know. Yours on Walter was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad.
That one was pretty bad. Like, you could tell he was playing to a couple outs. Like, he had a bunch of stuff in his hand.
But he played 4 cards. 4 cards. And he powered up Swaim. Yeah. And that's it.
So, it's probably up there.
Yeah.
And, like, having all those resources, I'd be interested to see if he just drew those specific resources. Like, obviously you have greens in there for probably Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the blues in there for Pixie.
Yes.
So you probably have more of those, but, like, did you have the other ones in the deck?
Who knows?
To level up.
Yeah.
So that would be interesting, something to see if we can't find out later on.
Yeah.
So that was
quick. That was fast. Sometimes it goes that way in the DBQ.
Yeah. Sometimes the decks are built quick, and sometimes the games are won quick.
Go quick. Yeah.
So, thanks for checking us out. I guess we're going to bring you around 3 next time.
Yeah. We'll see you later.